It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Thunder and the Avalanche. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Roger Downs, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
At the plate, Brian Cannon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
This is in the air to left field. Steiner is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
That is third. The right fielder.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Davis is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. So not much happening here in the... Judd is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Digging in, Murray Cooper. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Murray Cooper.
Here it comes. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Howard Tompkins is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. And that misses 1-1. Tompkins, 33 years old, is currently the 3rd leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Howard Tompkins is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Bo Sparks comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Cooper takes his lead at third with 1 away. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. It looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone change.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. He went deep in the contest last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
In now, Milton Otto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Adrian Esparza.
Stepping into the box, Adrian Esparza comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jesus Estrada. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he lays off for ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Franchise is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
At the plate now, Harold Hicks. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Popped him up. Hayes is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Robinson.
Set to get his day started, Robinson Schwabenland. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Comes set and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Tiny Ryan. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
That's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
One of the things you want to do to get a starting pitcher out of there is make him get his pitch count up, but these guys aren't being very patient.
And he gets him to lift one into shallow center field. Cooper is there, and he'll bring this one in. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
Lopez.
Into the box now, Michael Lopez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Third inning, no score to this point. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Standing in, Judd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base knock.
So now to the plate, Brian Hannon. He swings and grounds it to short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Charles Davis. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Murray Cooper. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And another foul ball. 0-2 once more. Pulled toward right center field. Worthing is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Riding in once again, Howard Tompkins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-2.
No.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Saul Worthing. Now here's the pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Here comes the first pitch. Scott Franchise comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Skied into very shallow right. Cooper will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Stepping into the box, Mike Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Bo Sparks.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. First offering on its way. Preston Steiner is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Bases are empty. One man yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. He hits the corner and tries for third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box now, Jesus Estrada, and that is through into left field, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
The third baseman.
Well, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, Dero. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, Dero, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Standing in now, Robinson Schwabenland. No balls and a strike to count. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Milton Otto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Adrian Esparza is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. Slapped hard the opposite way. Steiner has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Digging in, Tiny Ryan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Look to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
The 1-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Estrada has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter is second baseman, Michael Lopez.
Stepping up now, Michael Lopez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Now at the plate, Charles Davis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Ball.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In the air now out to left field. Cannon is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 21.
Striding in, Murray Hooper, and the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So here now is the pitcher, Judd. Will start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 22. Brian Cannon.
Ready once again, Brian Cannon. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Settling in now, Mike Hayes. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Milton Otto. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. One run is scored. And a second run is across. The relay throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple. And they've turned that deficit into a 2-run lead.
He was flirting with disaster all inning long and almost made it out of it, but not quite. A bases clearing triple and the lead is toast. That is how quickly your fortunes can turn in this game.
At the plate, Adrian Esparza. He swings and grounds it to short. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Tiny Ryan. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Yeah, Matt, I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Stephen Mays trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Esparza will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Hit weakly back to the mound. And they will get the force at third, and that's that. 9 men come to the Esparza stays in the ballgame in the 9-hole and takes over at second base. Now batting, Howard Tompkins. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. In now, Bo Sparks. First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Now another 0-2. This is on the ground over the first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. So here's the cleanup hitter. Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Bobby Tyrone is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Tyrone.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cannon is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Hal Hale is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Hale.
Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready now, Saul Worthing. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The right fielder, number 15.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Steiner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Jason Blake gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Jesus Estrada, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Third baseman, number 1.
Digging in now, Harold Hicks. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Robinson Schwabenland. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Heading out toward shallow right. Franchise is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Hayes. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Milton Otto. The bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the left fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Now at the plate, Adrian Esparza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Leading off the inning, Charles Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and has backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
0-1 the count. He pulls this one into right. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 21.
Ryan Greenberg enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Greenberg.
First pitch coming, here it is. Swinging a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
The batter, number 7.
So now to the plate, Howard Tompkins. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fly ball out toward right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Chip Fay enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom.
Leading off for the Thunder, the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
And the pitch. Tiny Ryan started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Now here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Cooper is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now back, the second baseman, Corey Esparza.
So stepping in, Corey Esparza. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Arellano will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Guy Eaton comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Now at the plate, Bo Sparks. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got their work cut out for him.
Hit hard up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. Into the box, Preston Steiner. Swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Eaton is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Preston Steiner is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jesus Estrada is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Franchise is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Runner on first with 2 away. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight. So they live to fight some more.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box now, Robinson Schwaben. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. And this is swung on and missed, so with that they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he chased it in the dirt. On to first, and that's your ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Tennessee rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Judd earns win number 4 on the season. Guy Eaton records the save, his 16th of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
For the victorious visiting team, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Arrows and the Lightning. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Chief Mendez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Standing in, Rolando Valido, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
Jerry Jordan.
To the plate now, Jerry Jordan, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 1-0 delivery. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Valido stands at second with no outs. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Batting third, the right fielder, Chet Tierney.
Now in the box, Chet Tierney, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. A man at third with 1 away. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
At the plate, Muhammad Butts, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. Even at 1-1, the pitch. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Men on third with 2 down. Fouled away. A 1-2 pitch. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Tug Lawler is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Into the box now, Eric Piper. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Eric Piper.
Now the pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, Seth Roberts.
So striding forward now, Seth Roberts. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
It's 1-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
So striding in, Mo Cole, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Pickoff move to second and a dive, but he's back. 1 out and a runner on second base. Runner goes for third. Pitch is high. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 1 out and a runner on third. misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hit.
He's set, and the payoff pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing the walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's the first pitch to him. Marty Riggs is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The set and the 2-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Striding into the box, Byron Payne. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Here it comes.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting 6. The shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
Coming to the plate now, Antonio Nunez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Standing in now, Alton Kramer, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-0. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now to the plate, Andrew Zavala, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Now the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Tug Lawler is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate.
And this throw gets away from him. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Ready for another chance? Rolando Valido will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
No balls and a strike to count. Second and third, 2 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Easel is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. The Arrows are out on top, 1-0. So digging in now, Mike Morton, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First offering on its way.
Ball that time.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now here it comes. To third. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ryan Nichols.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Nichols. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And he lays off again, ball 3. Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Jason Easel, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jerry Jordan.
Jerry Jordan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate now, Chet Tierney. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
2-2 the count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can set down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box now, Muhammad Butts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Rounded softly down the line toward first. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Wesley Ray, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Wesley Ray.
Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And that's in there. 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
The pitcher, Chief Mendez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Kramer is there, and he has it for the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Stepping in, Eric Piper. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Another throw over. From the stretch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Runners on first with one down. To first. One there. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Arrows on top 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Byron Kane. Now the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Antonio Nunez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
At the plate, Alton Kramer. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Seth Roberts. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fastball just inside. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. fouls this one off. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with him physically, but it seems a very quick hook as he's gone after not allowing a single run. Kenny Cunningham is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Cunningham.
To the plate now, Mo Cole, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2. And a knuckleball's hit on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Marty Riggs.
Into the box, Marty Riggs, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Looking at his career totals, Riggs is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Riggs, a native of the state of Michigan. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. That's great to see.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played. In 18 years in the big leagues, you'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettit, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Morton.
Digging in, Mike Morton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Comes set, the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We played 4 full. The Arrows are out in front, 1-0. Now at the plate, Andrew Zavala. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
At the plate, Kenny Cunningham.
Kenny.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Rolando Valido.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rolando Valido. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now that the center fielder, Jerry Jordan.
Now to the plate, Jerry Jordan. First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1 the count.
Pitch on the way. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line drive base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mexico City is out in front here, 2-0. Stepping in, Ryan Nichols. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Taken, but called a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jordan is right there, 1 down.
Now that the left fielder, Jason Easel.
At the plate, Jason Easel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
High in the air out to center field. Jordan is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Wesley Ray.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Wesley Ray. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Arrows lead it 2-0. Edgar Navarro takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Digging in, Chet Tierney, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Tierney carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Full count, 3-2. Fly ball out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 11, Mohamed.
Stepping up to the plate, Mohamed Butts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The third base.
Into the box, Byron Kane. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Antonio Nunez.
Stepping in now, Antonio Nunez. Liner in there for a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, Alton Kramer. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This one's in the dirt. He'll make it back to second, but that had danger written all over it. And he's short-armed to throw a bit as it skips past him at second. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Roberts takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The catcher, number 55, Andrew Zavala.
Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Zavala.
Yeah, in this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
He's set, and the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Mexico City leads it 3-0. Connie Brock is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Popped him up. Zavala waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Eric Piper. Here comes the first pitch. This one dances a little below the zone as it's laid off. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Swing and a liner. Foul. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Seth Roberts. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Here's another 1-2. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Mo Cole. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Cole is carrying around batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they are on the board. It's a sac fly and an RBI to make this a 3-1 game now.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Marty Riggs. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. And that's dead center for strike one. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, and the runner back. 2 out with the man at first. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Skied in the air to straightaway left. But we'll get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning coming up. Mexico City is on top 3-1. Brad Morrison is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Dexter Godwin is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 3 homers, and 8 runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Got him.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up. That as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Standing in now, Rolando Valido. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact at strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
when you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Jerry Jordan is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those two early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Chet Tierney would be next if they can keep this inning alive. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Christopher Meadows gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Morton.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Ryan Nichols, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. No hits to this point. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here's the 2-1 home. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Jason Heasel, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Into the box now, Jason Heasel, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch coming, here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 13.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Wesley Rain. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that 2-run lead could be in real jeopardy. It's extra bases. Nichols isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And a relay home. He's in there at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Justin Yeager takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Timmy Hinson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, number 2, Eric Piper.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eric Piper, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1. ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Denver, Rankin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping into the box, Chet Tierney.
Leading off for Mexico City, the right fielder, Chet Tierney.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Outside. 2-0.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Muhammad Butts will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Rain is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Muhammad Butts, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hit hard down the left field line, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Byron Kane, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set, the 0-1.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Fouled off. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Riding in once again, Antonio Nunez, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Riggs is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Trevor Lauderdale remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Tobias Tejada will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Seth Roberts. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The third baseman, number 5.
Standing in, Mo Cole earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And there's ball 2 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Marty Riggs, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Not close. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Here it is. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents The go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Morton. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 now. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Nichols. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, that's out.
2 down, runners at first and second. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here's the 2-0. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 3-0 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Popped up. Lauderdale is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Stepping up now, Alton Kramer.
For the error, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
High and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
To the plate now, Andrew Zavala, as he rips it on the ground to second. Goes in time, and that's out number one.
The pitcher, number 46, Zavala.
Bo Jr. will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be...
And this is in the dirt here as it bounds a few feet away. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. And another foul ball. Ready with another two-strike offering. To the left side, but it's well fouled. We will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with two away now.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Roger Schiff been summoned here, and will try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. So now to the plate, Rolando Valido, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. The 0-1 offering. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Robert Olson enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Digging in, Jason Heasel. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Wesley Ray, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here it comes. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. The next 0-2. One out, nobody on. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in the gap.
Royce Phillips will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Runner back safely. Another look to first, and he'll dive back in. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Now the 1-2 pitch to short. Right to him. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Piper.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Eric Piper, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
He's set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Piper is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Right 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Javier Rosa takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. We are into extra innings, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jerry Jordan. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. One pitch on its way.
Ball, 1 strike.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Chet Tierney. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 2-0. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder looking up, and they have taken the lead. So a solo shot here to left center field as they take the lead 4-3.
Job by the hitter right there. Extra innings, breaks the tie up. That's not an easy thing to do.
Into the box, Muhammad Butts, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The third baseman, number 8, Trevor Lauderdale.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Trevor Lauderdale. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here comes the 0-1. And a Pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. In now, Antonio Nunez. That's the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0. It's a swinging strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Arrows are out in front here, 4-3. Angelo Love takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Leading off the inning, Seth Roberts, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, third baseman. Cole.
Now at the plate, Mo Cole. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. On the ground to third. Reined in. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Marty Riggs.
Striding in, Marty Riggs. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. And the pitch. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. The 2-1 home. Strike two swinging.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to quite as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Robert Olson gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Angelo Love wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.